Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. We're here today with a first leg of the quarterfinals in the Europa League. It's actually quite a big match. I'm not trying to sell it too big, but it is actually quite a big match. We're taking on our favourite team, or my favourite team personally, it might not be yours, but we're taking on Manchester United away at Old Trafford, which is a big first leg to be a part of, which should be fun to play actually, whether we win or lose. It could be interesting for the second leg. We didn't see the last episode. We took on Brighton at the Amex and absolutely pulverised them, for like lack of a better term really. We did destroy quite a bit and it was a final win. But look at this over the next 13 days. We've got fixture build up coming out of our ears. But hopefully we'll be able to combat that and do okay. Before we do the press conference, so we're going to start out the squad. Of course, we need to rotate people around due to fitness and stuff. I mean, there's not a lot of problems with stamina right now, but get back to me in about 15 days. Give Flashek a little break because we need him in the Premier League. We'll also give them Belly a little break. Carbonara run out. Upamecano can slot back in here. I thought he was 87. Didn't he not go up to 87? Oh, I don't know, but anyway. We've got a couple of decent bench players there. Put Kutchu on in like that position in case you need to have him on. And I think that's going to be okay. We're going to give Henderson another run out because he seems to actually perform in the Europa League. I don't really want to give him a chance in the Premier League until next season when we kick off things. But yeah, that's even if Henderson's still at the club. I don't know what will go on next season. We're bringing in Donnarumma. I don't know if we'll sell Henderson or Lafont, maybe even both, and bring in another backup. We'll see. There's quite a lot of possibilities to start next season. But without any further ado, let's head into the press conference.
Thanks, guys.
It's one of the biggest press conferences of the season because we're in a knockout tournament against my favourite team. Let's see. Carbonara is in good form. Will we see more of him today? I mean, I've put him in the starting lineup, so answer would be yes, realistically, but apparently I'm not allowed to pick that, so we'll just say rotation is key. And looking after all players in the squad and their desire to play, Carbonara must make the most of any chance he gets if he wants to cement his starting position, which is why he's getting a chance today. Considering Manchester United is similar to Bradford City in terms of strength, how do you plan to handle the match in this round? Hopefully we can nick an away goal. We have one of the best teams, though, to be fair. We have a great team and we'll definitely go to the next round. That's not what I was saying. Those aren't the words that I was thinking of when I answered that. Mr. Johnson, in your opinion, is there a chance that Manchester United will win the match against your team? I mean, there is a chance, but I hope not. It'd be nice to go and win the Europa League. There's a possibility Manchester United can secure a win. Wins are never guaranteed, even though we are in good form. We're on a massive win streak right now. Hopefully we can continue that.
That's all we have time for today. Thank you.
I don't know, we'll see. The last time we were at Old Trafford, I'm pretty sure we lost to Manchester United earlier in the season. We did beat them at the Valley Parade, though, so that's decent. A couple of news stories to read before we head into this one. Haaland scores hat-trick and Bradford win. Haaland scored a thrilling hat-trick to outclass a woeful Brighton and Hove Albion in Bradford City's 5-0 win. Team of the week, we're going to have a couple of players in there. We've got Hakimi, Kanate, Tielemans, Sancho, Hlošek and Haaland. Decent. Anticipation builds ahead of the Europa League match between Manchester United and Bradford City. Let's read this. I forgot they have Milinkovic-Savic. We are set for an interesting tie this week in the UEFA Europa League with two well-matched teams both hoping to progress on their way to lift the trophy this season. Manchester United supporters are bullish about our chances, but we can expect that Bradford City will live up to the challenge. Teams are hard to separate, so it should be a very competitive match with football viewers around the world tuning in to see who will emerge as a victor. Without further ado, let's head into it. See what we can do at Old Trafford, if anything. Hopefully we'll be able to keep them at bay. Maybe give ourselves a fighting chance. Goal news. Put it all on. Bugger it. Those are the other quarterfinals for anyone's interested. We've got Leverkusen and Stade Rennais, Schalke and Real Madrid, and Villarreal and Southampton. So, just for an update. We've got Henderson in goal, Hakimi and Wan-Bissaka as the fullbacks, Militao and Upamecano as the centre-backs, Carbonara and Sancho as the wide midfielders, Tielemans and Greenwood as the centre midfielders, Greenwood of course captaining the side, and then Haaland and Jota up front. Hopefully we can do bits here. We've left out Hlošek because I need him in the Premier League, although I really need Haaland in the Premier League as well, so I'll probably rotate Haaland and Hlošek at some point in the second half, but we'll see. And we will head to Old Trafford in hope of a win. I don't recognise that number 9 on the that was on the match screen just there. Possibly a regen, and possibly I'm just stupid and it should be someone I know. We'll see when the lineups get announced. Bro, come on, we ain't got all day with your skill game, attacking scenarios. So this is always the one we get. And it's always with Yuri and Greenwood. Bro, okay, well, you want to say, what can I do? Got the goalkeeper rushing at me. Bro, get off me! Dude, Akanji just would not get off me there. Usually in these scenarios, I just want to score one goal, then I'll go into it, but I can't get past Akanji. What the fuck is this man? Why is there 3 every time? Oh, bugger it. There we go, just do that. So Akanji's obviously going to be a problem.
This ought to be a game, not
Who's
just
number 9, bro?
Oh,
it's got the bib on, I can't see his name if I wanted to.
To neutrals. Two of the best teams in Europe up against
Both Jadon Sancho will be starting. We need all the quality we can get. It's going to be a difficult one. There's the Sir Alex Ferguson stand here at Old Trafford.
Well, it really is a city that loves its football. I'm talking, of course, about Manchester, and it's a real pleasure to be here tonight at Old Trafford. My name is Derek Ray.
Tomine leading the team out, followed by De Gea, and then I don't know who's after him. Of course, a lot of the lineups have changed. 6 seasons in. There are the rest of the brackets. Once again, we destroyed Lille in the round of 16. I don't think we'll destroy as much against Manchester United, but I would like to get through. It's quite interesting that we've been put against an English team in the quarterfinals as well. The other English team, Southampton, we already know will take on Villarreal and make up to match them at some point. Wouldn't mind a bit of revenge against them, to be honest, because I think we lost both games over them this season. Actually, I can't remember if we played the second game of Southampton yet. If we have, we lost it. If we haven't, then sweet. Alright. This is going to be a difficult one. Look at the height difference between McTominay and half of my players, and Haaland just towers above everyone. It's like, yo, I am the giant of this team. You'll bow down to me. So obviously, Man United are playing a more or less full strength lineup, I assume. I've rotated it a little bit just to stamina, but I still feel like these guys will get the job done. So here we go. Oh, Bergwijn. They've actually gone for a. Oh, this could, yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult. They've got quite a good team. Didn't realise Chilwell was at Man United. Wasn't he at Man City at some point in his career mode?
But it also gives you 3 supporting players to that central striker.
We love United. I can't sing it because I'm Bradford manager. Anyway, there's our team. We need to watch out, especially with Upamecano, Wan-Bissaka and Jota, to ensure that they don't get any cards and get suspended for future Europa League matches. Or at least next match anyway. We might not get through past this quarter-final, but if we do, we need to make sure they won't be suspended. Man United kick off here at the Theatre of Dreams. Will we see Manchester United dominate Bradford here, or Bradford be able to pull off a shocker? I wouldn't be able to call it a shocker actually, I'd just call it a bit of a surprise. They are similar in terms of strength, but Manchester United are at Old Trafford here, and Old Trafford is a hell of a stadium. I'd love to win it at one point in his career mode. Don't know when it would be. Yuri. Bit of attacking position for him. I didn't really want him here, but could. Oh, I was wanting to turn with Carbonero and maybe take a shot, but they got us closed down well. One thing I've learned about playing Manchester United in this career mode multiple times is they always have a solid defence. Like, the defence will always be really good. I don't want to throw it to Haaland. I might have to though. Yeah, we'll do. If it. Bro, that's okay. Alright, my dude. That's how they win the ball back. I feel like it's going to be one of these games today. Alright.
Well, we know how troublesome he can be.
Pavon is a player to watch, although we've got a couple of players to watch as well, like Haaland's got a hat-trick last game against Brighton. Granted, that's Brighton are no Manchester United, but Bradford are no bad team either. And Sancho, across to Haaland, not quite.
Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Sincere apologies for having to cut you off just then, Alan.
Like I said, I would love to win at one point in this career mode in Old Trafford against Manchester United. I don't know when it will happen, or even if it will happen, but Carbonero to Haaland. You have to make a run through, but they closed it well. Pass wasn't too great either, if I'm being honest with you. I should have maybe done it over the top. I'm kind of hesitant to do over the top, though, because they usually get countered.
have the ball.
Hakimi wins the ball back though. Haaland.
By no means
Carbonero.
undeserved here.
Sancho.
Must
Oh,
score.
what a save from
It
De
was
Gea.
contribution,
Nobody there to
but
follow it
what
up. Possibly could have been, and maybe should have been 1-0.
Well, United are still level, but probably lucky to be so. The crowd are doing their bit, though.
Greenwood is tracked all the way back here to chase James down. And luckily, we win the ball out of that. Captain's effort so far from Greenwood against his former club. Sancho
On the flank.
has got Chilwell all day here.
And it might be.
We do a little ball back post. No, I wanted to maybe do something else there, but their defence filled up so quickly. Try one with Yuri, perhaps. We give it a go. Forced to save out of De Gea anyway, even if he didn't score it.
Corner awarded.
Still 0-0 here at Old Trafford, but Bradford arguably having the better chances. Sancho aiming towards the middle of the box. De Gea there to reach. Upamecano laying off to Militao, which is not really who I wanted to lay off to in that situation. But Tielemans could have won the penalty there if he'd gone down, but he didn't. Oh, there's just too many Man United players in the box there to maybe create something. Oh, I just beg we don't counter and score.
It's a
goal for Villarreal. 21 minutes played. 1-0.
Villarreal go 1-0 up against Southampton. One English team will definitely go out. We could have more than that.
Real danger.
Of course, we are an English team and Manchester United are an English team, so it makes sense. Oh, I'm trying to hold that up and turn maybe, but they're just on me like glue.
A good-looking move. It's with Bradford.
Again, I want to play Greenwood at striker at some point, but he's just so effective at centre mid. I really want to ruin that work. I'm trying to switch to Sancho 900 times here, but it's just that's fine. We win the tackle with Upamecano, and Greenwood can bring it away. Yuri, don't really want the ball to be with him here, but it is Upamecano. Hakimi
Now with Hakimi.
to Carbonero. That's not the greatest of passes, is it? Let's be real. Put a bit more on that pass. But Carbonero tackles Mukiele. I don't know if he's going to go for the short throw here or the backwards throw. Backwards throw is the answer.
Mukiele. It's with McTominay.
Tomney looking to make something here. Zaniolo from Manchester United. We try to stop him. Yuri's gone. I don't know where he's gone actually.
Look as though they want to make this move count.
Uh-oh. Daniel James has got a bit of pace on this left-hand side. Wan-Bissaka gets an initial tackle in, but doesn't get to keep the ball. Daniel James is doing a starter here. Header, not furthest away, but can we get it away? Struggles. Struggle zone right here. Shot from long range and a save from Henderson though. It's so hard to clear the ball away because they just keep going straight back in all the time. It's gone for Meccano's legs there. And it's a save from Milinkovic-Savic's shot by Henderson. Bergwijn. Don't know who he's aiming for, but it's going to go out of the pitch. Yep. Wasn't the greatest header there. Zaniolo, I believe, is the one. Headed it. Way off target, luckily for us. It would be crucial if we could get an away goal here, but if we don't, then we'll have it all to do in the second leg, which is also a problem. We've also got Everton sandwiched in between these legs of the Europa League quarterfinals, and they're going to be a difficult test as well. They've had a decent season, and I always seem to struggle against Everton, so
James.
it'll be a fun one. Read that like a book, but they also read mine like a book. Greenwood out to Yuri. Can we get Carbonero loose here? Not really loose, but like in a bit of space at least. Carbonero back to Yuri, who apparently doesn't know what football is. He's more used to playing dodgeball apparently.
On the ball, Zaniolo.
Some good passes here from Manchester United being threaded together. He's one of my best centre backs.
He has teammates to play it to.
Daniel James just trying to hold on to the ball as long as he can here, and Sancho is taking advantage of that and taking it off him. Greenwood gets it back out to Sancho. Bit of room now for Sancho to work. That was actually in for Greenwood, but it's okay. I aimed. I just want to show you guys. I don't know if it might not have actually registered, but it might not have shown on the thing. But I did actually aim that down. We'll see. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It probably went for the closest player, which is fine, I guess. As long as it doesn't result in a Man United goal.
Here's Chilwell. Milinkovic-Savic.
Wan-Bissaka needs to be on James the whole game, and he is there. That's beautiful. Yuri to Greenwood. I'd love someone to make a run here. Sancho is, but he's getting marked to fuck.
What can he do from here?
It's gonna be hard to get through, but we could do here. Haaland. Oh, Jota, please. Bro, I needed it. Carbonero was trying to hug me there. I needed the space. Throw in though. We've got another shot on target.
Greenwood, and the cross is very much on.
Sancho's off. I knew he was. I was trying to wait for him to come back on. I couldn't wait forever.
In the opinion of the officials.
How many Man United players are there though? 8 in that defensive little bit there. That's ridiculous how defensive they're playing. Maybe they try not to concede in the first leg, and it was a good move to be honest, because away goals will balance out eventually. Haaland, can he get the shot off? Oh, it's blocked. Rebound. Oh, blocked again. Can we switch to Carbonero? Nope. One time. Will we go in at half-time 0-0 perhaps? Jota. I did try and turn a different direction, of course, but half-time. Only 2 minutes of time than the first half. That's okay. 0-0 is the score. I want to say, arguably, we've had the better chances. Pavon getting a bit of a feature here. I know it says undefined, and I don't know when that undefined glitch is going to get fixed. There was rumours a couple of months ago that they'd fixed it, but apparently not. They probably won't fix it. They'll probably leave it now till FIFA 21. But that's alright. There's a Sir Busby. Or Bobby Charlton, I can't read. Bobby Charlton stand. I don't know if Matt Busby has a stand. I'm really too familiar with Old Trafford. But anyway, Leverkusen drawing 1-0 with Stade Rennais. Schalke losing 2-0 to Real Madrid, who will probably go and win the competition, to be honest. If we come up against them, we're out, like 100%. And then Villarreal and Southampton with a 1-1 so far. Of course, we have to get past Man United if we want to face Real Madrid. 5 shots so far on target for ourselves, 46% possession. They've had 2 shots of 1 on target with 54% possession. We've arguably had the better chances, but they've had the better possession. So it could all come down to just who can break through, really, in the second half. Kicking off with Haaland, and the usual pass down to Wan-Bissaka. We'll kick off here. The first leg of a quarter-final is going to be struggling. I completely forgot Real Madrid were in. I thought Man United were difficult. If I come up against Real Madrid, it's over for me, like 100%. Look how many guys. Look how many Man United players are around me here.
And patience, the watchwords. Greenwood.
Sancho going to try and create something here out of nothing, and can't really because there's so many Man United players. They'll just clear it, no problem. Bro, there's so many.
Who exactly? Alan.
It's a third goal for Real Madrid.
Well, Real Madrid are probably advancing past the Schalke already. Bergwijn versus Hakimi. That's a pace battle. Hakimi should win, but Bergwijn might have more pace than Hakimi. Shot was awful though, luckily. Got a little bit greedy there. Maybe should have. Did bring many men across to make sure that the shot was going to be awful. Luckily it was. Sorry if there's patches of like lag or pixelation at any point. Henderson up towards Jota. I was maybe hoping that would go to the other striker who is taller, but it's alright. Man United and Liverpool next at Old Trafford. We're going to take a corner out of that, I think.
An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation.
Liverpool could slow Man United down in the league. That would be good. We could maybe leapfrog them, but I think league is gone now. I think the only way we're going to qualify for Champions League is if we can do something with the Europa League here, which is going to be difficult enough because we're not only facing one of the best teams right now. Real Madrid are still in the competition. They're probably very likely to go through to semi-finals. Upamecano's header. Oh, De Gea, I wasn't sure about that one, and neither was I, to be honest. Good for a bit more time. Headed it down. It could have bounced in. I think it would have bounced off the crossbar and gone out, but De Gea wasn't taking any chances. Upamecano again. Oh, Greenwood. Well, obviously that angle was impossible. I was hoping to take a shot early, but apparently it hesitated a second. And yeah, that's not going in a million years. You can always get what you want, I suppose. Anyway, we've still got 35 minutes here to get a away goal. Problem is though, if they get an away goal at the Valley Parade and we draw 1-1 in the second leg after we draw 0-0 here, Man United will go through on away goals. I know the away goals rule all too well because we went out on it last year in the Europa League in the quarterfinals to Lazio. So I'd like not to have a repeat of that. And as you can see there, we're at the Valley Parade next time against Everton. Carbonero can't tackle. If Meccano can, Hakimi gets it away. Maybe Carbonero could do something about this here. Haaland, is he going to make that? How do you have 96 pace and still get beaten by Kanji, who was nearer the other player? He was the ball. Maybe Kanji is someone that should be looking to, add a bit of experience to centre back. Hakimi tackled again. What? What do you mean? Alright, we'll bring on Kutcher now. But for real though, where was the foul there? I'm gonna have to ask. I'm not gonna go into instant replay and view it for myself because I don't care that much. But I'm just curious more than anything, really. If it leads to a goal, then I'll be a little bit annoyed. Milinkovic-Savic aiming back post Henderson with a poor away, not fully away. Bergwijn. They'll try to dribble in with it. Henderson saves. Look, we can't block this for a month of Sundays, my dude. Chilwell with the shot, so it wasn't really too worrying, and it would have gone wide anyway, but Henderson obviously needed to make sure, and that's fine. Corner to Manchester United with 27 minutes remaining here, the first leg at Old Trafford.
Over it comes.
Yuri gets a little touch in it. What? I don't know what happened there. No one really to follow up from Bradford City, which is fine. But now anyway.
On the ball,
Zaniolo tackled by Meccano. We can get it clear, at least initially. Milinkovic-Savic right there. But Yuri gets his foot in, and it gets gone. And now Haaland is going to get followed all the way by Sarr here. Will it go back to Jota? Yep. I don't know how we're meant to break through. Maybe with Sancho. Maybe with Sancho. Oh, what a save from De Gea. They've got defensive pressure on me the whole bloody time every time I try and do something. They've just got defence, defence, defence. It's so hard to break down. Oh, sorry, what? Carbonero winning it back though. Tielemans. Jota. Kutcher. Oh, he's been a little gem recently, scoring a brace against Aston Villa, but this goal is massively more important. Getting a goal here against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and this could change the whole complexion of the Europa League tie.
He's not bothered where the goal is, he knows where it is, he gets a beautiful strike on it.
Kutcher has struck at the theatre of dreams, and maybe I need to start him a bit more. I know it's gone in, well, it hasn't even gone off the post. I thought it had. It bounced in. It's on the cord, just avoiding the post. But maybe I need to start him more. He is becoming a little bit of a secret weapon here. Only his second goal in the Europa League, but it could prove to be vital, especially as we head to the second leg.
So 20 minutes to go.
This is probably our hardest Europa League game over both seasons. Has been in the Europa League, and we might be able to have a cheeky little lead over Manchester United if we can hold on here. Won the ball back for Tielemans. Sancho, Jota, on to Haaland. Can we make it two? Oh, De Gea. Jota can't shoot from there, and it's gonna be a corner, but Haaland knows he should have put that away. Shot it straight at the keeper, honestly. Not the best aim there from me. David De Gea making sure United don't concede a second here at Old Trafford. Sancho putting the ball in a bit of space for Yuri. I don't know why Yuri was locked onto that, but that's okay. Diogo Jota, can he turn? He can, but he can't shoot. It's a good tackle. And Man United are holding on here. And if they don't get an equaliser here, they'll have it all to do at Valley Parade. Sancho, Kutcher. Can we make a run here, Sancho? Yes. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Back to Kutcher. Not really where I wanted it to go, but Jota. Turns inside of Kanji. It's a very good tackle for Kanji. Kanji is a really good defender, I've learned. In the games I played... How have I not won that then? In the games I played against Man United, It's ridiculous how many tackles he makes. Carbonero.
79 minutes played.
Yuri.
5-1.
5-1 to Real Madrid in their game, but Haaland can make it 2-0 here. Oh, if it just shot when I wanted him to shoot instead of waiting an extra second. Scoreline might change. Heung-min Son coming on now for Scott McTominay. We're gonna make a. Are we gonna make a substitution? We better had actually, just for stamina reasons. Yuri for Yuri will be fine. I don't really have anyone else I can put Yuri on for. We'll bring Anisimov into the fold maybe next game if we need to. But Hlošek can have a little run out. Heung-min Son could be the game changer here that Manchester United so crucially need in these last 10 minutes. Haaland's had his chances, unable to score today, but that's fine. We've got the away goal. Would be nice to have 2, of course, but 1's better than 0. Haaland having 5 shots, not being able to put any away. De Gea has been strong in the net, but sometimes the aim from Haaland has not been what it should be for a striker his level.
Not much defensive cover there.
Daniel James, I knew what they were going to do immediately there. Can I switch back to Wan-Bissaka? Some interest. Pavon on the wing, despite being the striker. That's a good tackle. It's not fully away. Header away by Militao, and Tielemans can get it further clear, thank God. Bergwijn doesn't outpace Carbonero in a million years. Maybe outstrength, yes, but outpace, no. And everyone wants to release it too, that's the only issue there. Why did you switch to the players when you least expect it? Carbonero. Puzzles me, I still like you, to be honest. Headset's messing up, but can we release Sancho? Oh, it's a save again from De Gea. That'll be a corner.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
I just realised, I think it's not my headset that's messing up. I think it's the stream that's messing up, and my headset's like bearing the brunt of it. I don't know. Because there was a big bit of lag there, and I apologise for that. We almost scored with Sancho, if you didn't see. Sancho. Aiming towards Upamecano. He's had a good header already once. Couldn't quite score it. Oh, bro. See, no, they're not counting. No, they're not. They're not. Carbonero not allowing it. Gertrude. Jota can't get there. What's going on with our defence? Does one of you want to come for that? There we go. Jesus Christ. Upamecano. Got 4 minutes of added time here, which means we need to hold on a little bit. The usual 90, of course. I wanted to pass that behind me through, so I think it was Kirchu who was making the run, but apparently that wasn't allowed. Militao just making sure. And we're giving it a big clear towards Kirchu. Wan-Bissaka. I was hoping Sancho would make a run. He still might. Oh, I couldn't get it through to Jota though. But it doesn't matter. We have got a massive win here.
That is the end of the contest. And a fine result for the away fans. And if they can repeat this sort of performance on home soil,
can we do it again? Yeah, at Valley Parade. We beat them at Old Trafford.
First leg, you take a lead before a ball is kicked. They've got that lead. Can they keep it in the second leg? Really delicately poised this one.
Kirchu, the game changer. If he's fit enough, he's definitely starting the second leg because he scored the crucial away goal in this one. We beat Man United 1-0, but will it be enough to carry us through to the semi-finals? We'll see very soon. I think it's a double upload tomorrow, so we'll see tomorrow on the second upload. Again, I'm gonna take. I don't know if you know already, but I'm taking breaks on Sundays now, so we won't finish Nipple till Tuesday, and then the end of the season, if we don't get any further in the Europa League, will come on like next Saturday, I think. And if we do get through any further, then it'll be a bit longer. But look at these stats, bloody hell! It should have been more than 1-0 realistically, shouldn't it? 4 shots of 1 on target from Manchester United, 12 shots to 11 on target for ourselves, 52% possession for the Red Devils and 48% possession for the Bantams. Man of the match is going to go to Sancho. There wasn't really any real standout, was there? 8.3 though for Sancho, 8.2 for Meccano, strong defensive performance from him. 8.1s for the goal scorer Kirchu and Diogo Jota as well. Everyone else doing pretty decent, pretty average. Man of the match for Manchester United looks like it's Milinkovic-Savic. He was the closest to getting them a goal. I think he was the only one who actually had a shot on target. Yep, he was indeed. But anyway, we'll go into the post-match interview and talk about how that's a massive win for us. 1-1 between Leverkusen and Rennes. 5-1 to Real Madrid over Schalke. and 1-1 between Villarreal and Southampton. So 3 of the Europa League quarterfinals are still to all be played for. Then I think one of them between Real Madrid and Schalke is already done. Managed to win your first leg despite playing an away match. Are you favourites to go through now? Not by a long shot, bro. They could easily just turn it around on us. We need to be at our best in the second leg. It's good that we won today, but we still need to be at our best and play the best football we are capable of to go forward. Carbonero is continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied with his performance today? To be fair, he didn't do great, but I mean, he did enough to help us win. We've got to keep momentum though, especially in this sort of time of season. We need Carbonero to keep this good momentum going for as long as possible. He did good today, but being able to keep this form going is what separates the great from the good. You managed to win a close match with a decisive goal in the second half. What do you think made the difference in today's game? Substituting, you know, our captain for a 84 rated backup midfielder and it actually working. We were the better team, to be fair. We deserved to win based on how we played. We created enough chances and the score could have been bigger. I think that's pretty accurate. But to be fair, De Gea had a stormer of a game.
That'll be all for today.
Thank you. I will not take any more questions. Alright, Kircher. Once again, the recent chances you've given me and the team mean a lot. I can repay your faith. You are right now, bro. I'm proud of you. Proud to see you working hard. Look forward to seeing more from you out there. You're definitely starting the second leg if you've got enough fitness. Like I said. But anyway, we're going to sum up to Everton. And there's not much to cover at the end of this episode, to be honest. This is how the league looks. A lot of teams have played a few more games than us. So we're down in 9th again. But hopefully we can win the games in hand that we have. Everton could be a struggle. And I believe it's Leicester after that. Leicester should be fine. Spurs might be a struggle. Brentford should be fine. Huddersfield should be fine. I say Brentford should be fine, actually. We'll just recap something a little here with Brentford. This is when I was still on legendary difficulty all the way back in November. We got absolutely fucked by Brentford. But no, it should be fine. No, we're on a slightly easier difficulty. Huddersfield should be okay. Liverpool probably be a massive struggle and might even lose that one. In fact, to be honest, probably will lose that one. And then Watford, the last day of the season. They've been our bogey team, but we did beat them this season, so we'll see. But anyway, I will give you one last recap of how things are looking in the quarterfinals of the Europa League right now. Show you what we're looking at heading in to leg number 2. So Southampton and Villarreal drawing 1-1 in the first leg. Real Madrid beat Schalke 5-1 in the first leg, which means I think they're already through, most likely, unless Schalke can get a 4-0 somehow. I don't know. I'll go for away goals, but I don't see that happening. Bradford, of course, ourselves beating Manchester United 1-0 at Old Trafford, giving us a little bit of a lead heading into the second leg. And Stade Rennais and Leverkusen are also drawing 1 off the first leg. So it's all quite close apart from Real Madrid and Schalke. Next time, though, we will face Everton at the Valley Parade, and I think it's a double upload, so it will be that game as well as a second leg against Manchester United. Well, you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. They've done pretty well to get a result, and looking forward to maybe getting through to semi-finals, fingers crossed. Like I said, though, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you very, very soon for the next one.